mean, that's crazy. That's madness.
I love how like this is the way that they talk.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are?
What the hell?
Is that correct?
What the hell?
That's right.
No, we don't know
That's
shit.
crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. This is the government. Oh man.
Crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
And then this from a Pentagon spokeswoman.
At this time, we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity,
China,
or the work of an adversary.
So no, we don't know what they
China?
are. But I do know a bit about them after
It's
spotting
China.
them, talking to residents and experts.
China's doing this.
What is that?
What is going on?
Yes, some of the videos show aircraft that look like planes.
Yeah?
And some of them definitely are regular planes. But experts...
Are you fucking telling me that people in New Jersey are so fucking retarded that they can't tell the difference between an airplane and a drone? That is... No. No, I know they might be... I saw Jersey Shore. I know some of them are dumb, but like, no, man, this is on another level. This is totally different, guys.
Experts who have seen the reported drone footage categorize it into two buckets: quadcopters and fixed-winged aircraft.
Okay, so
I didn't see one of the
airplanes and drones.
But Melissa Pedersen in Chatham believes she did. In her footage, this object goes back and forth in the sky. Experts I showed it to said it did look like a drone.
Yeah?
I've spoken to residents in a number of towns up and down the state, and many report seeing similar low-flying objects. What I saw did not look like that, but it did appear to be flying lower than a regular plane.
There we go. That is low. That's just
You can't... I can tell just by the sound that's an airplane. That's a fucking airplane. It's not a drone. That's a fucking airplane. What the hell is going on in New Jersey? This is a... Guys, this is bad. This is really, really bad.
hovering over something.
And there was a lot of activity in the air, far more than usual.
Oh no.
And I didn't see a lot of that reported on flight tracking apps with FAA data. At a New Jersey briefing on Wednesday, officials said the drones fly for 6 to 7 hours at night. They believe they're coming in from over the water.
These are apparently very...
So they're being sent from Europe?
As I understand it, very sophisticated.
They could be coming from Africa.
What? The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark.
With all the attention
Holy
in the state,
shit.
many have taken to social media to
Well,
report...
that's not... What do you mean, you fucking idiot? It's not true. So if you look at them, they... What? What are you even saying?
For the past few nights, my Ring app has been full of alerts.
Drones in my neighborhood. They just went over my house. It's a plane. There's at least 20 to 30 drones.
Do seem to be plane sightings. The White House on Thursday implied as much.
Oh my God!
We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or a public safety threat. We have not been able to,
How is
neither
this
have state
happening?
or local law enforcement authorities, corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully.
Still, mystery drone sightings have been seen across the country, including over Langley Air Force Base on Virginia's shoreline in December 2023.
People have a right to know, where are these drones coming from? And what's the origin of all these drones? What's all this activity? People have seen it. The state police have seen them. These are not made up. People are not just making up what they're seeing. Now listen, some of these things could be confused if it's late at night with manned aircraft, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe all of these are necessarily drones, but there are certainly drones out there.
What happens next? Hopefully we get more info on the mystery in the sky. And I get better at shooting aerial objects with an iPhone.
The mystery in the sky.
Oh, come on, don't lose the focus.
This is the governor, by the way. I can't believe this is amazing. Drones spotted. Drones come down in the New Jersey residential area. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Friday night, as Pix 11 cameras captured 2 drones buzzing past the Verrazano Bridge.
Oh my God.
The Biden administration aiming to calm the growing hysteria surrounding the tri-state mystery.
We believe that there are cases of mistaken identity where drones are actually small aircraft and people are misidentifying them. There very well may be drones in the sky, of course, but those are commercially available.
Governor Phil Murphy demanding more federal resources amid few answers. An estimated 3,000 sightings over the last month, mostly concentrated in New Jersey. Some spotters believe the unidentified aircraft are the size of cars.
That had lights all around it, almost like the classic UFO that you would see online.
However, the
Fucking exactly. Yep. Okay. It's all been explained. I get it now. Uh-huh. For sure.
However, the Homeland Security Secretary believes people's eyes are deceiving them, reiterating there's no foreign or national security threat, but that taking action is complicated.
It's not as though anyone can just take down a drone in the sky. That in and of itself would be dangerous.
Yeah.
Do you have the authority to shoot down drones?
Our authorities are very limited.
The nighttime phenomenon
you
mostly
shoot them
happening
down?
in suburban areas. Though Picatinny Arsenal and a Navy weapons station in Colts Neck, New Jersey confirmed drones had entered their airspace. Glenn Ignazio is a retired Special Forces pilot.
And there's electronic means to be able to take those down.
John from Bay Ridge has seen them for the past 2 nights.
Is it concerning?
Of course.
Why?
The surveillance is concerning, right? I mean, we're already surveilled, like, throughout the world, the internet.
Now President-elect Trump and elected officials on Staten Island demanding the government come clean.
Well, let's be honest with the American people and treat them like adults and tell them what it is.
It's our government, or there's a foreign nexus.
Drone expert.
Let's bring in Drone Service Providers Alliance CEO and FAA consultant Vic Moss. Vic, great to see you. You think, as John Kirby said yesterday, just based on looking at a lot of this video, that these are manned aircraft?
Bring it in.
Just based on your expertise.
Bringing in the experts.
I don't know if I go with expertise, but certainly I'm a photographer, videographer, and I kind of know what I'm looking at. But the vast majority of the in-focus video, I'll say in-focus video that we've seen are aircraft. It's pretty easy to designate, you know, to really see whether or not it's an aircraft.
Distinguish.
There's no way so many people could be so stupid, right? Like, there's no way they're just airplanes. Like, there's no way. That's... Guys. Guys, this is... I don't know what to say.
I'm not saying all of them are, but with the exception of one video I did see this afternoon, it's pretty obvious that they are aircraft.
So one of the problems is nobody's really been able to pin that down. We're sort of speculating on that. So then you get the question of, okay, well, what do we do? And because there's sort of no official response, one of the things that even the president-elect has said, look, if we don't know what
they should sell helmets in New Jersey. Like anti-drone crash helmets. So if you can wear them when you go outside in case a drone falls down and hits you in the head.
So true.
And that way you know who's ready for it, you know?
Let's take them down and figure out what they are. But taking them down is tricky, right? I mean, so like you can't just do that in the neighborhood, right? So if you're going to do something like that, how do you do it?
You don't. Let's just dispel that myth right now. Actually, really incredibly disappointed in our president-elect for stating that. First of all, shooting down a drone is the same thing as shooting down a 747.
Let me guess. Trump said to shoot the drones down. He did. Did he really say this? Trump weighs in on the mystery drone sightings.
DHS needs to brief the public on right now is, what do they know where these drones are from? Are they authorized or unauthorized?
Where's Trump?
And that they are going to play. So we've seen.
Where's Trump?
What do we know where they are? How do we?
Where's Donald? Trump's solution to drone sightings: shoot them down. Oh my God. On Friday, President-elect Donald Trump weighed in with some alternatives. The government should let the public in on what it knows. Trump wrote on Truth. Oh, here we go. He said this. Mystery drone sightings all over the country. Can this really be happening without our government's knowledge? I don't think so. Let the public know. And now, otherwise, shoot them down.
Be careful.
He did, in fact. All right.
We are protected under 18 U.S.C. 32. And the illegality and aside, the idiocy and danger behind it is, first of all, if it's a legitimate drone, let's make sure we say if, then you're powered by lithium polymer batteries, and you puncture a lithium polymer battery, you've got a fire on your hands. So you've got a dive bomber basically, and if you shoot it down over your neighbor's house, your insurance is going to be rebuilding your neighbor's house.
You're going to have a bad
But since
time.
so many of them
Not
are
if
also,
you don't tell them it was you.
I don't know if I want to use the word also, but let's say so many of them could be manned aircraft. If you shoot down manned aircraft, you don't even know what the implications are there. So no.
Oh my God.
Shooting them down is out of the question. 100%.
How
Nobody
is this
should
happening?
do it. No, just don't. I mean, there's no excuse for it, really.
But Vic, I want to in part justify the concern that people on the ground are expressing about what is happening.
Sure.
And it's because of this vacuum of information. And it is because for a long time there have been drone incursions over military installations, and we were talking about the 17-day swarm over Langley, which was not run by a hobbyist. It's happened over Edwards in California. I could go on.
What?
It's happened over Edwards in California. I could go on. And even with the one in Langley, the federal government, the Department of Defense,
station, it's Fox.
the Department of Homeland Security, they could not figure out how to get these drones out of the sky. They were even talking about, the Coast Guard can just shoot nets into the air. This is our federal government. And so we don't have any decent counter-drone technology to deal.
Firearms, anybody?
Greetings. Bro. This is amazing. Everything about this is so fucking stupid, and I love it. And also, I am curious, what are the drones? I will admit, are they all airplanes? Maybe they are. How many are? I don't know.
With this, militarily or otherwise?
We actually do. We have counter-drone technology that can take care of this. It's incredibly limited in scope, as it should be for now. And there are some serious. There's a number of different things that has to happen in order for the approval to take something down out of the sky when it comes to drone and counter-drone technologies.
Yeah.
It should kind of worry everybody that nobody knows what these are.
Yeah.
And again, most of them are aircraft. I'm going to say that just right off the bat. Most of them are aircraft. People outside don't normally walk around with their heads in the air. Now we are at night. And so we're seeing things we don't normally see.
Right. Yeah.
But counter-UAS technology exists.
It is worrying that we don't know what they are. And that's the point of having the conversation. And we got to sort it out one way or another. Vic, we're out of time. Thanks for being with us.
Okay, well,
Appreciate
thank
your
you.
expertise.
Great
Good
to
to
see
see
you.
you.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Oh my God, this is.
Okay, so about a week ago, I started seeing them more on a daily basis, mainly just like a white light that would sit in a place, and then after a few minutes move left.
This isn't a street light, right? Like, it's not a street light. You're sure it's not a street light?
To right, up and down, just these very slow motions.
No way it could be a street
and
light.
then they would just go away. It didn't concern me at first. I just didn't think anything of it until it started becoming like every night, the same time, same places.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was in New Jersey, I would immediately get a drone and start flying it around. Like, I would figure out, like, how can I start doing this? Like, everybody in New Jersey should start getting drones and start flying them around. Like, just start doing it.
So I figured, okay,
Drone
they must be doing
wars,
some kind of
man.
military drill.
Just arm your drones.
Not that I
Space
went to
drones
go
from
look
the
to
moon?
see
Have a blast,
if they were.
literally.
No,
I just
they're
figured that's what
Chinese
they were
spy
doing.
drones.
And then once they came out and said that they're not, and they don't know what they are, and they're not foreign, but they're not ours, and they don't pose a threat, that's when it becomes concerning.
Yeah.
I've seen clusters. Last night I saw clusters. About 8 up over here, and but
wait.
Normally I see them a little spread out, and they're sporadic.
Clusters.
Some of them illuminate a bright light. Some of them, when you see them on the side profile
Wait,
flying.
so where's the clusters? Like, you're telling me you saw this, but you only have the pictures of one individually? You never thought, no, bro, get the fuck out of here.
You can see the red, green lights, but the difference is, even though airlines have that, that lighting, the way it lights and the brightness is different, and you also have sometimes LED lights. They look like LED lights under the underbelly of the aircraft.
How do you know
which
they're
you don't
LED?
see on a commercial airliner like that. And with the naked eye, the video doesn't really do justice, but when you look at what I'm seeing with the naked eye, you can see,
I can see it.
It's not a normal aircraft. And we don't have this much traffic.
The worst part about this is that I bet half of the people that are talking about this are functionally retarded, but I'll agree with him. That doesn't look like a normal aircraft. That's the best part about this. Yeah, I don't think so. Like, I've never seen an airplane with those green lights and shit, man. Yeah, guys, I think that there might be a problem here.
Usually on any given night in this area.
Yeah,
so
that's
it seems
Frieza's
like
ship.
Definitely some of them are
Really?
aircraft that we can't explain what they are.
Maybe what happened is that America accidentally bombed a hospital in the Middle East, and we need to have something to distract people so they don't realize that that happened. Maybe that's what happened. Like, somebody, we did something really bad, and there has to be like a distraction, like, oh, look at that. Whoa, what's that? Whoa, wow, are those aliens? Those could be aliens. Oh God, exactly. I'm just joking around, right? I mean, I don't really think that's what's happening. It's just funny. Fifth officer officer says he saw 50 drones coming off of the ocean.
Former Governor Larry Hogan shot this video last night.
That's
These
one.
lights over his hometown in Davidsonville, just 25 miles from the nation's capital, as he pointed out. And then there's this.
I've never seen them. Wow, they just passed each other. Yeah, I've never seen them before.
Oh, shit.
New Jersey Senator Andy Kim shared this video of drones he shot yesterday. Federal authorities insist most of these sightings are actually legally manned aircraft. But
Government are spying on us.
Senator Kim says he checked a flight tracker app while capturing this video and that the devices he was capturing were not on it. The sightings are happening near LaGuardia Airport, too. Officials say they received unconfirmed reports of drone activity over that busy airport. As for numbers, the FBI says it's received more than 3,000 tips from the public about drone sightings going back to November 18th, all over New Jersey. Since then, there's been an average of 92 sightings per night and expanding across half a dozen states. In a joint statement, the FBI and Department of Homeland Security said, quote, "We have no evidence at this time that the reported drone sightings pose a national security or public safety threat. Or
I'm gonna be real for a second. They do pose a threat. Because if you have people that are doing this with like unmanned drones and there's like no regulation or like you don't know who's doing it, like you can't verify whether those people are, it's air traffic. Yeah, like I could see this being a problem. Yeah, I could easily see it. And that's the best part is like, of course.
That they have a foreign
causing mass
nexus.
hysteria.
Lawmakers, however, aren't buying it and are pushing for answers and action. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and 2 other senators wrote a letter calling for a briefing with the FBI and Homeland Security. While in Connecticut, Senator Richard Blumenthal says the devices should be shot down if they can't be identified. And we've learned that House Speaker Mike Johnson did get a federal briefing on the sightings, as have Senate staffers in a few select offices.
They're gonna shoot him down.
Other than that, there's been very little transparency. So what's going on? Is this some contagious mass hysteria? Or are people really seeing something that our government cannot identify? Our own Rich McHugh went out drone hunting and...
Man, Trump cannot be president soon enough. Like, if Trump was president, we wouldn't have any drones. There would be no Chinese drones in America. This would have never fucking happened. Bro, like this... We're being attacked
Jersey,
from
he
within.
did not come back empty-handed. Rich, tell us what you saw.
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, I got to be honest here. You know, when this story first came out a few weeks ago, as a resident of New Jersey, as a journalist, I didn't pay it much credence. I thought it would turn out to be a bunch of pranksters, and this would all be over by now. The experience I had last night, however, changed the way I feel about this story completely. What I saw
Russian drones
was more sophisticated than I ever imagined. Take a look.
All right, let's see it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 lights, 6 lights.
I didn't believe what I was seeing, but what was I seeing? We're here in Central Jersey. We've been looking for the past hour.
There's no way, right? There's no way.
I think we've seen about 40 or 50 of these drones. In fact, there's one over my shoulder right there. One after another, these drones appeared in the night sky. If you look real close, they look like fixed-wing aircraft, about 8 to 10 feet wide, colorful, white blinking lights.
That is not a plane.
Definitely not an airplane, but what was it? Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept...
Shit. We're bringing in our drones. Oh no!
The mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks.
No, this is real,
The department
guys.
says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Why do you think that is? We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, you know, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Box after we made contact with
50 drones coming out like, so you're looking out into the ocean and there's 50 drones fucking coming in, bro, like oh my god. What is this? It's Atlantis is... I don't get the joke. So what's so funny about this is that it's such a ridiculous situation because there's like an element of this that's probably real, and then there's also an element of it that's like guaranteed bullshit because people are convincing themselves they're seeing drones and they're looking at airplanes, right? And so that's why it's really fucking funny.
that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
Show it.
And this is a sworn officer.
Sworn officer.
Who
yes.
didn't have a cell phone? He didn't.
We contacted state police. We contacted the FBI.
So you didn't think to?
We contacted the Coast Guard. At which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat and they reported seeing 13 following their boat.
Oh my God.
And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here.
Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before.
Holy shit.
In more than a month since these reports
Holy
started,
shit.
the federal government doesn't know what they are either. What's your message to the White House?
My message: come to Jersey Shore. I know it's wintertime, but come see what we see, and then, maybe have a better appreciation for why our residents are concerned.
I'm sure he's gonna get down there quick. Dude, can you imagine? I could easily see when Trump is president, this becoming a national issue immediately. This is going to be, the next 4 years are going to be so content rich, it's going to be fucking insane. Like, probably have the National Guard out, like everything. Like, this is just gonna be amazing. Deport all the drones, like, I'm so ready for this.
The Ocean County Sheriff, that drone unit, they have an industrial...
The Space Force. Remember the Space? I forgot all about the Space Force. Oh, shit.
Gray drone. They put it up. They were tracking one of these drones, Elizabeth, and they said this thing easily evaded them, disappeared out of thin air. So
what?
To me, it's, if this is not our military, then it's even more scary, and we need the answers, frankly.
All right, Rich McHugh, thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com.
Oh my God. I can't fucking believe it. Concerns are growing over drones. Mysterious drone sightings. Drones and mysterious winged aircraft. Yeah, they're airplanes probably. Oh shit.
Today, lawmakers got a private security briefing on this ongoing mystery of the unexplained drones that we have seen flying in the skies over New Jersey. U.S. intelligence and security officials are telling lawmakers that these flying objects that keep getting reported, like this one seen flying over a football field in Oakland, New Jersey, have no suspected ties to foreign adversaries.
How do they know
Lawmakers were also told that many of the recently reported sightings are believed to have been civilian aircraft.
That could be a Chinese drone.
Drones.
Easily,
But
that could be a Chinese drone.
The political leaders there say that they're still not getting answers on where exactly these objects are coming from, or who is controlling them, or where they're going.
Russian drone, easy Russian
People
drone.
got enough on their minds, right? They shouldn't have to worry about things flying around that they don't know who they belong to.
Until you know the origin and what these drones' intent is, how can you tell me that there's no imminent threat?
That's
What are these drones doing in New Jersey? I can tell you what they're not doing. If they're Martians, I guarantee you they're not staying because the taxes are way too high.
Oh my God. Biden allowed this?
My source today is the famed astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, who has a new book, Merlin's Tour of the Universe, that is in stores now. It is great to have you. I mean,
Merlin was a wizard.
I thought one of them raised a good point. If you don't know what it is, how can you tell us what it's not? I mean, what is your take on what we've been seeing pop up over New Jersey?
First, I agree with the sentiment that if people cannot identify what they are, you're in no position to say whether they're are or are not a threat.
He's right.
So I don't get what it means when they say, oh, don't worry about it. We don't know what it is.
Science man, spaceman W. Yet true.
But don't worry about it. But I can tell you this, if I can't claim to know the motives of aliens, but being an Earthling, But of all the places to show up on Earth, they picked New Jersey? That's a... be odd for me to wonder what the aliens are looking for.
Oh my God.
No offense to New Jersey. I'm just saying, this is the whole Earth they could have visited.
It could
So
go
yeah,
anywhere.
it's a mystery. And by the way, drones are more available to people than ever before. So maybe...
I actually think that it'd be a good idea because maybe they know that everybody in New Jersey is stupid. So what they do is they go to New Jersey and they do surveillance because they know that the people there are so stupid that there will be so many false positives with them identifying airplanes and then saying it's an alien that nobody will take it seriously. You know, like, no, I think that could be it. It could be the double play, man. These are aliens. They're probably really smart.
Maybe this is just the new normal, and Jersey is getting the first taste of it. But I'm a little disappointed that, given that we have a nearly $1 trillion budget for the Pentagon, that nobody knows what these things are. Now I'm worried about national security.
He's not even wrong. How the fuck do they not know what the drones are? It's a good point. Yes. No, this is a very good point. Like, you think about it like this. If we can't figure out where the drones are in New Jersey, how the fuck are we gonna find out if they're Chinese? What about that? No?
One, I gotta say for the people from New Jersey who are watching that, you know, I'm gonna get some complaints from Phil Murphy and others about that comment saying New Jersey is a great place for Martians to visit.
Great place for, except for the taxes. Yeah, okay, apparently. Yeah.
I would send him to Alabama, but our football team's not doing so well this year. But honestly, on this, and your point there about the Pentagon is a good one, because we heard from John Kirby today. He used to be at the Pentagon, and he said it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully. But there is such a heightened sense of public concern that what we are hearing, and this has been going on for days now, it's not making anyone feel any better about it.
Yeah, well, maybe there's a sensitivity or an awareness factor for lights in the sky, especially after a year and a half.
Because of the alien movies. Because it's like, well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, a light in the sky. When was the last time that happened? Asteroids. Remember when it hit the Earth? How'd that work out for the dinosaurs? Not so good, huh? You don't see too many of them around. Yeah, people are fucking stressed out.
Half of congressional testimony of people declaring that we're being visited.
It's
so
not good.
if this gets people to look up, you know, I'll take it. Right? As an astrophysicist, my sign off to my podcast is keep looking up. And if looking up means you're more aware of what's in the sky,
Good
and if that can
podcast
be
plug.
helpful
That was good.
to lawmakers, to the Pentagon, then let's keep doing it. In fact, there was a committee set up by NASA to help the Pentagon and lawmakers be a clearinghouse for people's observations of things they don't understand by using their smartphone, which has all manner of metadata related to how you use it. And so this would be an ideal case for everyone to whip out their smartphones, get data, and